Hi, Isaac Malaysia. This is C. Jessie. I'm the finance coordinator of Isaac Malaysia. Because a few weeks ago we introduced IGV profit strategy to people from IGV, PD, and afterwards we introduced it to the FL network. So right now it's time for call to action. So yep. Alright, so now you'll be looking at this spreadsheet called IGV Profit Strategy Implementation, and under this tab called IGV Profit Strategy, and later on after this video, we'll be duplicating this tab into all of the LC's planning tools so that you'll be able to fill in just that. So it's very simple, no additional spreadsheet for you to fill in, just that you need to fill another tab in one of the spreadsheet that you'll be constantly using for the whole year. So right now you can see that there are many tabs for this spreadsheet. So right now like you can see that there's this note here, and then big blocks, and then like a few columns, and then over here is the timeline. So it's until August 1st because we want to focus on summer peak. Alright, so you can see that under like general cost cutting, this one is applicable for the entire IGV project. So first of all, we have this break even or profit calculation for EP House, and what you need to do is, based on the action step, you fill in either the data or the link based on the requirement of the action steps, and then you fill in the PIC of the action step, who is going to get the data or something, and then you fill in your own deadline for this, and then your MCVP or the EST will be telling you, you will be looking at this deadline with you, and to keep track of you on this thing. So for example, like looking at the first task, get quotation of EP house rental and estimated utility bill. For what I know, this is to be done by IGV or sometimes by FL, depending on which entity you come from. So after you get the data, before you get the data, you assign someone, like who is the person who is going to find out this. So maybe it can be your director, it can be the VP, or it can be one of the OC members. So you just put in the name of the person there, and then you put the deadline of the person to get the data. Then afterwards you put in the data here. And this synergy, it refers to like also perhaps that you need to maybe two or more than one person will be doing it. So like other than the PIC, who is the key person that you need to synergize with, and then after that, after the deadline, you just select done or not done, and then over here you need to indicate the timeline. So maybe you say like, okay, so your deadline, for example, it's how do I say, maybe it's 15, right? Then afterwards you just put over here, so the timeline of you doing this would be this. So, and then you can see that by putting in an X, this box will automatically change color so that it's easier for you to change the color of this tab one by one. Alright, and then so it's the same thing for the other things, and then some of the actions that will require you to put in the link of certain spreadsheet, and then like for example this one, remove all expenses irrelevant to 60 standard from the budget, and then you'll be required to attach the DMF budget link over here. So you just put the link here lah, and then deadline, it's blah blah blah. You can decide your own deadline, but then so there'll be instructions given when this spreadsheet is sent out, so that you can just take a look at the email and say, okay, so like for this whole spreadsheet, like when is the deadline, you need to complete every single thing in this spreadsheet. Alright, you just need to fill in data from this spreadsheet. Like deadline, you can decide on your own. It can be before the email, before you submit this whole tracker to MC, or it can be slightly after. It's really up to you. But then the MCVP or the EST that's coaching your LC, they will be giving you feedback regarding it. Alright, so I believe that for the general part, it's actually quite simple. So if you have any question, you can just drop me an email and ask for it. Alright, your VPFL should have my email address. So alright. So okay, so right now looking at this spreadsheet, like this following part of the spreadsheet, it can be a bit confusing, but I'm going to explain to you. So for each project, ideally you should have one way of diversifying revenue, be it through events or fundraising. And then right here, over here, it's very important note is that you will only need to choose to either host an event or fundraising. We do not want you to have both at the same time, because we want you to focus on really making it better. like to get more profit, and then at the same time not creating so much additional JD on your OC team. So yeah, and then once you like decided that what you want to do, like for example if you want to host an event or you want to do a fundraising, please make sure that you update this in the project daily schedule of your DMF, and also update the JD of the project in the opportunity portal, so that your EPs they know what they sign up for when they apply for a project. All right. Okay. So yep, so if you like, for example, if you choose to if you choose to host an event, then you just need to fill in this part of it. All right. If you choose to do fundraising, then you just need to do a part of it. You just need to do this part. If you decide to do both, then yep, you have to fill in everything. So yeah, so ideally yeah, you have to change the project details for this tab. For example, project 1, it's for example speak up. Then you need to put in the realization date here. Then the second project is maybe COP. Then you have to put the COP project here, and then realization date over here. So yeah, same thing. I've duplicated like up until 6 project. I believe that's the max of number of keyboards or NCR for each project. So for NCR, I would say yeah. So if like combined together, yeah, it's still not enough for you, then you just duplicate yourself lah. All right. So yep, that's about it, I believe. So yep. So if you have anything, you can just message me on Telegram. My username is at Jessie, JESSIESJS. So yeah, your VR should have this also. Or if you really couldn't catch what I'm saying in this video, like regarding my contact details, you can always go to the PDF of IGV Profit Strategy. You'll be able to find my contact details at the last page of the document itself. Alright, so that's about it. Alright, see you next time.